Hello, I hope you're doing well. You know, in the book of Esther, it talks about a story of Esther in the king's palace, having more access to, of course, she was married to the king, had access to the king, right? And there was trouble in the land. And her uncle, who we don't talk about enough, his name was Mordecai. And Mordecai told her, maybe you're here for such a time as this. I believe that is what's happening in part of what I'm about to share. The first part of what I want to share is that what is happening in Nigeria is very sad. It's very, very troubling and sad. I am sorry. We have family. I mean, my family is there. I'm from there. And we have to keep praying. And then the question becomes, what are the next steps? And I talked to several people in Nigeria. It is tough when there's no plan of action that they know is coming. But now they've shut down schools. There are students that are still recovering from COVID and the shutdowns. And now they've shut down schools. For how long, we don't know. Let me repeat again. In the first part of what I'm saying, it's very sad. It's very difficult. We'll keep praying. My question is, what can we do? What can we do to support Nigeria? And so what I want to do now is I want to provide one thing we can do by God's grace. We have been working on curriculum for years. We've been writing tools to help students for years. And one of the reasons we wrote our curriculum, one of the reasons I started writing some of my curriculum was for the sake of people whose education was disrupted. And basically saying that we should be able to teach them 6 years of material in 1 year or 6 years of material in 2 years. But we don't need 6 years to teach 6 years of material. Maybe some of that material can be used at such a time as this. So by God's grace, what I would like to encourage educators from all across Nigeria and even outside Nigeria is, what can you do to support children's education online, remotely, for those who are able to log in and watch? Now, there are still people who can't log in and watch. We have to solve that problem. We have to either find ways to get them devices and internet, or we have to find a way to send them books. We will look into all of the options. But here's the immediate option right now on November 22nd, God willing, today. All our resources that we have put together, whether it's tools, building GPTs with AI, building practice problems with AI, agentic AI, our website, everything we have is available to anybody who wants it in Nigeria. It's available to you. So families, if you're looking for content to help your child keep learning, reach out. I know there's a lot of stuff online, but if you need it to be more targeted, reach out to us. We will provide the support. So that's number one. All our materials, all our videos, all our textbook content, just go on our website. Actually, if you go to sparklearn.net and just fill in your information, we'll send you links. But you can also tell us what you need specifically in terms of subjects that you need help with, online content you need help with, curated to your child's needs. If you're a school owner and you're looking for resources, reach out. We will help you build a GPT. No problem. Just reach out. We don't want children to fall behind. We don't want children to be confused and lose momentum. The first term is almost over, and now some of them are going to just end like that this semester. What is happening is very sad. There's also stories of abductions. There's stories of things that are going on that are just very, very sad. We'll keep praying. And now that they've shut down the schools, those at home can be working on certain things. But what about the security issue? I'm going to be talking to my friends regularly, every day, asking them what is going on. Keep me in the loop. We'll keep praying, but this is just, it's one of my friends who's from Nigeria as well, who knows a lot more about Nigerian history, was telling me yesterday, and is older than me, Amos, we've never had anything like this before. We've never had this type of insecurity at this level before, in recent history. So therefore, what sparklearn can do is that sparklearn can at least provide quality education remotely for as many children as are able to connect to the materials we have, while we find ways to get books into the hands of people. Well, I guess they have their textbooks, but some students might not even have their books with them at home. So let's do everything we can to make sure children keep learning and keep growing. But then what about the fear and the insecurity? I mean, we keep praying and we keep praying, and we need to do that regularly as well. So maybe this is a plea. If you already organizing prayer meetings, like one of my friends is doing one over Zoom, let's keep praying together. Let's find places, let's pray, but let's also see what can we do. And then I don't have the answers. And I help those who might be in diaspora to better understand how can they help, right? And this is very troubling times. I'm very sorry to everybody who's going through everything going on right now in Nigeria, and the uncertainty and the confusion and the disruption. But we'll pray, and sparklearn Nigeria is here to help, and we're working with Life USA. We will continue providing education resources to every student to keep their learning going with continuity. All the webinars we're hosting, everything, just feel free to jump on anytime. This is all covered. You just use the resources to keep going and learning and growing. And older students, teach the younger students, help your younger students. University students, help the secondary school students. Let everybody be helping one another. Let's start growing in just peer tutoring, because these are very uncertain times. But let us know how we can help. Take care. God bless, and thank you for watching.